As technicians, we all work in our own unique way, so it's important that you're able to change certain aspects of the ET750 to reflect that. In this video, you'll learn how to personalise the tool by adding your company data and choose how this will be printed. You'll also see how to change the way that the ET750 displays unit values when reading actual values, and how to choose what information is printed from protocols. From the diagnostic hub, select the gear icon in the bottom right corner. This will open up the main menu. Once open, select User Settings. There are several categories. We'll work through the list. In Language Settings, the default is English. To change this, select the drop-down arrow and pick one from the available options. It's possible to select two alternative languages. Next, I'll choose Company Data. You may decide to print information from your ET750. The printouts will contain the information added in this option. It's beneficial to complete this as it adds a professional look to any printouts given to customers. To enter the data, press and hold the Function key to bring up the keyboard. I'll then set my cursor in Name 1 and use this for the company name. I'll then add the technician's name below. Complete all data as required, noting it's obligatory to complete certain fields. These are highlighted with an asterisk. With that done, let's take a look at messages. When first accessing the diagnostic hub, a warning message is displayed, informing you of the new features in each software release. If you've disabled this message on startup, then it can be reactivated here by selecting Display Message again. Moving on to proxy settings. This feature may be needed if you want to connect your ET750 to your workshop network. Should you need to make changes here, then contact your network administrator. Print settings allows you to personalize the top of your printed pages. You have three options. Let's take a look at the first one. The Mac Tools header contains hub version, date and time. Selecting the company header option, we can see the workshop details that were added earlier. And finally, the letterhead option is blank. Beneath this, you have the options to change the margin settings for print and also the scale. Let's take a look at protocols next. When working with the ET750, the protocols feature is constantly tracking your progress. It records and saves your workflow for future reference. The check boxes to the left enable you to choose the information taken from protocols to be printed. Your printouts will mirror your choices. I'll guide you through an example using timestamp. The timestamp feature adds a chronological sequence to your printouts, detailing what operations were carried out on the ET750 and when. The example we are using shows search result and number of errors. There are two errors: 2A83 inlet camshaft timing and 2A88 exhaust camshaft timing. It also gives vehicle details, time and date. I'll now uncheck the timestamp option. With the timestamp unchecked, the printed information is unchanged, except the time is no longer displayed. You can personalize this to suit your requirements. Next up is units. It can be helpful to compare actual values with reference data. On occasion, the data from these sources is displayed using different unit values. It's in the Units section that we can change this and save you from carrying out a conversion. We'll take a look at the pressure unit value. Currently it's set to PSI. accessing engine management, choosing actual values, then selecting manifold pressure difference confirms this. I'll return to the user settings and change the pressure unit to display in millibar. The information pop-up informs you that the change will only take place after the ET750 has either been restarted or a new vehicle selected. To save a little time, I'll do that now and return to actual values. Back in actual values, we can see that the pressure is now displayed in millibar. The last option to take a look at is product enhancement. With a view to improving the scope and functionality of the product, the hub can gather statistical usage data and error information, transferring this to the developer. The data is transferred in an encoded form and doesn't contain personalised data on the vehicle, the owner, or other persons outside of the workshop. If you'd like to help with product enhancement, then please read the data privacy declaration and check the box if satisfied. So that concludes the training on user settings. If you have a few minutes to spare, why not take a look at the next video to become more familiar with your ET750.